graduating class of 2024. Please be seated. Welcome everyone to the graduating ceremony for the Alexander Academy graduating class of 2024. Welcome friends, family members, alumni, distinguished board members, and those who are online. I am Mr. Spencer.
My name is Mr. Tronrud.
And we will be the MCs for your evening. Before we get started though, we would like to acknowledge that Alexander Academy meets on the unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations, the lands upon which we work and play. Without further ado, let us open the ceremony. Mr. Tronrud?
May I please ask those who are able to stand to rise up for singing O Canada.
Please be seated. I would now like to invite our head of school, Mr. Nigel Austin, to the stage to give his opening address. Mr. Nigel Austin.
Welcome. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to give a warm welcome to our 2024 graduates and their family and friends in attendance, as well as the Alexander Academy Board of Directors who have joined us tonight, and our teachers and staff. I'd also like to say a special hello to the family and friends who didn't make it here tonight, but are watching on our live stream around the world. We have students from 22 different countries studying at our school this year, and it's going to be a truly global event for the people watching and all the people gathered here in the room. So welcome everyone, wherever you are. I am humbled and honored to stand here before you today as the head of school as we celebrate our graduates this year. We have an amazing graduating class. This is actually our largest graduating class in our 11-year history of our school. We're recognizing 63 different students either graduating in a couple weeks in June, and there's a few students who are coming back for a semester and graduating in January. These 2024 graduates have broken records for their offers to universities and colleges, as well as their entrance scholarships. They're also a resilient bunch, as they've overcome several unique obstacles in their education path with us and right before they got here. Almost everyone in here was either here at Alexander Academy already or studying abroad during the global pandemic, whether they're in class or online, fighting through that over the last few years. We're quite lucky that the world has seemed to go back to normal again. And I remember a few years ago, my first head of speech moment was to give a speech in our lobby of our school with a mask on, and our parents were only allowed to watch from the internet. So that was a tough first speech to give as a head of school of Alexander Academy. Many of our students come here from abroad, and they're away from their loved ones and their support network. Some of our graduates have had to deal with the reality of social movements and war and strife back in their homelands, which can definitely be a big distraction while you're here studying in Canada. And as a school community, of course, we had our own challenges. We moved into a new campus during your grad year. So we've worked through a few challenges throughout the year with being in a new building, but we did it together. And despite all these obstacles, our grad class has been resilient and has had success working together. Let's give our 2024 graduates a huge round of applause. I'd also like to recognize our devoted teachers and staff who have enriched the lives of these students, whether they've been here for a semester, a year, or some of them have been here since grade 8. Being an educator is a selfless profession, as you often work long hours and you teach many, many, many unique personalities every year who learn in different ways and who also require different levels of social, emotional, and academic support. And so I thank the teaching staff and the supporting staff here. You work hard, and I know our students are lucky because of it. And also I'd like to give my heartfelt thanks to the parents who have trusted Alexander Academy for educating your child. And also I want to thank the students, teachers, and staff who served on our graduation committee this year for the grad barbecue and ceremony, and we'll be having a prom after. It's a lot of work, so thank you for those of you who helped out to prepare for this night. A big thanks to our Master of Ceremony hosts, Mr. Spencer and Mr. Tronrud, and tonight's prom hosts after Mr. Elbabardi and Ms. Trainer have been getting things ready for you afterwards. As well as the Marriott staff. We've been here for, I think, 3 years in a row now, and they always treat us very nice. I recently had a conversation with our school valedictorian, Jack Lai, who you'll be hearing from later. Where's Jack? There's his wave. Hi, Jack. A couple days ago, I saw Jack working on his valedictorian speech with Mr. Spencer, and I kind of jokingly asked him how his speech was coming along, and he kind of looked up at me and a little bit of a puzzled look on his face and kind of gave me the look, and I was like, yep, I feel you. I'm just starting to write my speech too. And I told Jack, it gets harder and harder as the head of school to give a speech every year, because after you've been doing it for a few years, you don't want to just repeat the same congrats speech every year. You want to make it unique to the grad class and the students that you teach. And so I don't want to just repeat myself. And so after talking to Jack, I was really thinking about what I want to do for this year's speech. And I kind of joked with Jack. I said, Jack, well, my only advice is, think about the past and the present and speak from the heart and make it your own. But I didn't really explain it to him like that. I think I said, sprinkle some salt, a little pepper, and put a big chili on top, and that's your speech. And he kind of looked at me funny, but maybe he'll get it by the end. Jack, make sense? No? Okay, good. When I was reflecting on how I wanted to address the families and the students and what I'd focus on, I kind of thought back recently. I was a last-minute fill-in for a student assembly guest speaker who had to postpone. So I said, no problem, I'll dust off an old PowerPoint and give a speech about my own educational path. And so my theme for the students that day was how to prepare for an unpredictable future. Students today, they don't need to leave high school with their exact plan for their job and their life and their career. It doesn't have to be all mapped out. It's okay to not know your destination yet, because I think back to when I was in high school, and I'm sure many of the parents and staff and guests can all agree, you might not have thought of what you're doing now way back then. It's okay. I've changed my career path, goals many times. I wanted to be an astronaut, a hockey player, sports marketer, entrepreneur, lawyer, diplomat, until I finally found my calling in education many years later, after university and after doing some jobs. So you never know which twists and turns you're going to take as you go with this mystery we call life. Rapidly evolving technology not only gives us progress, but it also presents new challenges and opportunities. And our graduates need to become masters of thinking for themselves as they sort through the constant disinformation from things like social media and artificial intelligence and things that saturate their life every day, and really think for themselves what they want to do. So my words of advice for the grad class this year, set short-term and long-term goals and make sure that you reevaluate them as you go, because your goals will change. Travel the world. The best advice I can give you, and most of you have already done that, you're here in Canada for our international students, but travel the world and experience new people and new cultures and new ideas and ways of thinking, and for me that was the best education, living in a few different countries. Treat people how you want to be treated. Keep learning, as education is a lifelong undertaking. Things like volunteering, get an internship, network with new people, find a mentor, or mentors I should say, study different subjects, experience new jobs, ask questions and questions and questions, keep asking questions, read, and never be afraid to ask for help. Follow your heart, as people will take different paths to reach their goals. And remember that the path is often more rewarding than the destination. Don't be afraid to fail. Keep trying. Many of the best innovations in human history came from people who failed and they didn't accept no for an answer until they succeeded. Stay humble and never forget where you came from and who supported you along the path, including all the people in this room and watching on our live stream. And the last advice for the grads is work hard. It's not easy. Success comes with a price. Work harder and you'll achieve your dreams. Students and teachers and staff know that I'm a diehard hockey fan, and I'm actually still in mourning. I don't know if you could tell looking at me, but I'm still in mourning that my Canucks left the playoffs 2 weeks ago, and it still hurts. But I am going to end what I'm going to talk about with a quote, a hockey quote, surprise, surprise. And the greatest hockey player to ever play the game is Wayne Gretzky. The great one, as he's called, once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And so graduates, take that shot wherever you decide to do with your life. Grads, as you get ready to leave on your next adventure to post-secondary and on with your life, it's our hope that you keep a special place in your heart for Alexander Academy, whether you've been here for a year or 5 years. Come back and see us. You often see alumni coming back in our building to tell us how they're doing and update how their studies and some of them, 11 years ago was our first group of grads. They're done university and started their lives, and even bringing their kids and partners around. So come back and see us after you graduate. On behalf of Alexander Academy faculty and staff, I want to congratulate the graduating class of 2024. We are super proud of you, and we wish you a lifetime of happiness, health, and success. Have a good night, everyone, and thank you.
Our next speaker always puts a smile on my face when I see her in the hallways on Thursdays. She makes the best raspberry jam, and she happens to be an Alexander Academy and Alexander College Board of Directors member. Please welcome on stage the one and only Linda Spruceton.
Yeah, obviously I didn't play basketball. Good evening, members of the board, Alexander Academy staff, relatives and friends, special guests, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2024. I am proud to be a member of the board of Alexander Academy. Congratulations, graduates, on this wonderful accomplishment. Take time tonight to celebrate. This is a very important night, and if you are like most of us, you will remember it for the rest of your lives. Last night, I found out that the speech was supposed to be 5 minutes. So, at the Academy Awards, they start to play music and they hook you off the stage. So, if that happens, I'm sorry. I didn't time my speech. Last year, I started my speech by telling the audience I'd run my speech through ChatGPT. Lots of people laughed, I think because I'm 76. One of the things that I said in my speech was that things don't always go the way you plan them. Life isn't always linear. ChatGPT advised me to share an example from my personal life, and I told them about an event in my life that changed the course of my life forever. Not a bad thing. I learned many, many lessons. but 2 of the people I work with started crying. So that wasn't a good idea at a graduation. So this year I didn't ask ChatGPT for advice. Recently I read a book called 101 Essays That Will Change How You Think. It's well known that the way you think has a very significant impact on your life. So I've selected some ideas from the book. Signs that you are doing better than you think. You question yourself. You doubt your life. You feel miserable some days. This means you're still open to growth. This means that you can be objective and self-aware. The best people go home at the end of the day and think, maybe there was another way. You have time to do something you enjoy, even if what you enjoy is sitting on the couch, ordering pizza, and watching Netflix. You're not worried about where your next meal is coming from. There's food in the fridge or the cupboard, and most of the time you have a choice. Eating is not a matter of survival. Show gratitude. You have 1 or 2 really close friends. People worry, especially in these days of social media, about how many friends they have, but eventually realize the number of people you claim to be in your tribe has no bearing on how much you feel happiness, acceptance, community, or joy. You're not the same person you were a year ago. You're learning, you're growing, and you can identify the ways in which you've changed, for better or for worse. You can sense what isn't right in your life. The most crucial step is being aware, knowing that something isn't right, even if you're not sure what would make it feel better. You're interested in something, whether it's how to live a happier life, having better relationships, reading, movies, something intrigues you. That's a good thing. You know how to take care of yourself. You know how many hours of sleep you need to do well each day, who to turn to when you're heartbroken, what you have fun doing, and what to do when you don't feel well. You're working towards a goal. Even if you're exhausted and it feels miles away, you have a dream for yourself, no matter how vague it is. And also, some things that are more worth thinking about than what you're currently thinking about. You could be thinking about the way it'll feel to have the life you want, the place you'll live, the clothes that you will wear, how much money you'll earn and save, and what work you will be most proud to say you have done. You could be thinking about the parts of yourself that you want to work on, not because someone else doesn't love them, but because you don't. I still have stuff like that. The things in your past you thought you would never get over, and how insignificant they feel today. Think about how you learn best. At this stage in your life, that is really important. We all have different learning patterns, and to understand how you learn best is really important. The fact you don't need to be exceptionally beautiful, talented, or successful to experience the things that make life worth living: love, knowledge, connection, and community. Think about how you remember this day in your life 20 years from now. Think about what you've already accomplished, and tonight is a significant accomplishment, and congratulations. Think about the fact that it's hard to do everything. It's hard to be in a relationship, and it's hard not to be in one. It's hard to work at a job you're really passionate about, and it's hard to work at a job that you hate. Everything is hard. It's just a matter of what you think is worth the effort. Think about the fact that the way to change your life is to change what you think. And the way to change what you think is to change what you read. We've often heard if you work hard enough, you can be anything that you want to be. I used to give that advice. I used to be a high school principal, and I gave that advice almost every year for 40 years. But I got 33% in chemistry 12. I don't even know why I was taking it. I clearly had to rule out being a rocket scientist as a career goal. There were many other careers I had to rule out: professional dancer, aspiring actress, even flight attendant, because when I graduated, there was a height and weight restriction. I was too short. But if you work hard, don't give up, you can be something that aligns your interests with your abilities. And if you're really smart, you'll be grateful for it, even on the most difficult days. We aren't all meant to be extraordinary. Recognizing this doesn't mean you're giving up on your potential. The real question is, what work are you willing to do even if nobody claps? Will the work be worthwhile even if it goes unacknowledged? Will you be happy feeling appreciated by just a few people, even if you aren't recognized by many? Finding the exceptional in the ordinary is the real extraordinary. The internet would have us believe that focusing on our own needs will make us happiest. It's important, but it isn't the connectedness on which human beings thrive. Committing, sacrificing, trying, and trying again for the people you love and the things you believe in are what makes life worthwhile. Dedicate your time to helping someone else. Make your life about more than just your own wants. I always remember someone wrote about Steve Nash, our very high-profile, successful Canadian basketball player, kind of short for the game. But someone wrote once that he was a pass-first player in a score-first game. Steve Nash was more interested in being a team player than he was in scoring goals all the time. I like that idea. May you be proud of the work that you do, the person that you are, and the difference you have made in the lives of those you have touched. I always end my graduation speeches by telling you to stay close to your family. It's unlikely you will ever meet anyone outside of your family that loves you as much, that will support you in the bad times as well as the good, and be as proud of you when you succeed. We offer you our most sincere congratulations on this significant accomplishment and our best wishes for a future filled with success, health, and happiness. And I wasn't hooked off the stage. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Linda. We now turn to our grads. I'm going to be announcing the teachers who will be giving out the Grade 12 awards. And we'll be starting out with none other than our very own Miss Trainer, who will be giving out the Art Award. Miss Trainer, welcome to the stage.
This year's Art Award goes to a very talented, creative, and hardworking student. This student has greatly enriched the creative aspects of our school, volunteering and participating in many extracurricular activities. These include being the main photographer at school events such as the Winter Concert and Fine Arts Festival, and organising many charity fundraisers. Her artistic talents expand outside of the art room, excelling academically in other subjects such as photography and film and TV. I had the pleasure of working with this student over the past few months on an exciting capstone project. They designed 4 mascots for our school's house system, which will encourage more students to get involved in the arts. Having recently been accepted into the Fine Arts program at UBC, I have no doubt this student will continue to achieve great things in the art world. It is my pleasure to announce that the recipient of this year's Art Award is May. Can I ask Ms. Swain to the stage, as she will be presenting the Science Award.
The Science Award is given to a student who has demonstrated exceptional dedication, intellectual curiosity, and academic excellence in the field of science across biology, chemistry, and physics. Their academic excellence is evidenced by the sheer amount in both quantity and value of scholarships they have received for some of the top universities in the country. I look forward to the day I go on Google Scholar to do some light reading and see the student's name as an author on groundbreaking scientific research. In addition to excelling in his high school studies, this student went above and beyond by enrolling in college-level biology at Alexander College. He not only managed the additional workload with minimal complaints, but also finished the top of his class. It is with great admiration that I present this year's Science Award to Paul. Next, presenting the Math Award is Mr. Garcia.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to shine a spotlight today on a student who have excelled in the field of mathematics. The Math Award is presented to students who have shown outstanding performance in mathematics. Selection criteria includes academic excellence, participation in math competitions, and significant contributions to math-related projects. The winner of the 2024 Alexander Academy Mathematics Award only excelled academically in secondary and college-level math courses, but has also demonstrated hard work, dedication, perseverance, and a true passion for the subject. This year's Math Award goes to Jain Lin. Next, I would like to call Ms. Franklin to introduce the English Award.
All right, folks, it's time for the word of the day. Today's word of the day is eloquent. Eloquent is an adjective used to describe someone who is able to use language and express their opinions well, especially when they're speaking in public. For example, she was an eloquent speaker with a powerful voice, which is an accurate description of the winner of this award. Some synonyms for eloquent include persuasive, expressive, articulate, fluent, strong, and powerful, all of which are also accurate descriptions of the winner. The winner of this award, however, is more than a powerful speaker and writer. She is also active in the school's literary community, as a member of the book club, and is as avid a reader as she is a strong writer and speaker, with strong critical and creative thinking skills. It is my honor to present this award to Nei Chi Mo Tet. Congratulations, Michelle, you've earned this. All right. And next we have Mr. Hildebrand with the Athletics Award.
This year's Athletics Award goes to a student who joined our school this year after spending the last few years in various football academies. He's been with the Whitecaps under-18 team and hopes to go further in his football career, either here or abroad. He has incorporated his love for football into his schoolwork by using it as the basis for his capstone project. He is a friendly student and is always willing to join in with class discussions. It is my honor to announce that the recipient of this year's Athletics Award is Shemen Enebu. And now to present the Humanities Award, I introduce Mr. Mark Lapton.
Good evening. The Humanities Award is presented to the student who has achieved excellence in the disciplines dedicated to the study of human history, society, and culture. This year's recipient was chosen not only for her outstanding academic achievement, but for her depth of research, valuable insight, and ability to navigate controversial issues with nuance and skill. It is my pleasure to present this year's Humanities Award to Jian Lin. I would now like to invite Mr. Ryan Spencer to the stage to present the Business and Technology Award.
Being the MC has its privileges. And one of those privileges is bestowing the Business and Technology Award on the following student. It's always great when you can phone up a colleague and say, who should we give this award to? And they go, that student. And you're like, yeah, that student. Because this student has embodied entrepreneurial spirit all throughout her time at Alexander Academy. I would like to welcome to the stage none other than Mariana Caraccio. Mara, come on down. Thank you, Mara. I would now like to introduce Mr. Spencer Todd, who will be giving the Leadership Award.
Good evening, everyone. This year's recipient for the Alexander Academy Leadership Award is a multi-term member of Student Council. In fact, in the past, he was president of Student Council. He has achieved numerous academic distinctions at the school. In fact, you may have seen this person on stage already. He's also won science fair awards. He's achieved certificates in conflict resolution and another one in public speaking. He's also a member of this year's grad committee. And in his spare time, he volunteers at the Canuck Autism Network. These contributions, along with many others, to both the school and the outside community, are the reason that I am honored to present the Alexander Academy Leadership Award of 2024 to Paul Zhang. Next up, I'd like to invite Ms. Berenice Lewis, and she's going to tell us who the recipient of the Humanitarian Award is.
Good evening, everybody. looks like I do need my glasses for this. Okay. This year's Humanitarian Award goes to an inspiring individual who has dedicated significant time and effort to numerous impactful initiatives. As a member of Action Club, this individual has demonstrated exceptional leadership and creativity. They have been a vocal leader within the group, consistently generating innovative ideas and actively participating in their implementation. They've been instrumental in helping organizations such as Pause for Hope, the Covenant House, and the BC Children's Hospital, among a few. We are really proud today to honor you, Mara. Come on up to the stage. I'd like to welcome Ms. Guan to the stage, please.
Good evening, good late afternoon, early evening, everybody. Before I make the post-secondary announcement, I'd like to give a post-secondary related a scholarship. Okay, so this one's not on the agenda because it just came in yesterday, so the recipient doesn't know about this. The Federation of Independent School Association Scholarship is sponsored by the Ministry of Education and Childcare. And there are several categories for this one. This student, the recipient, is recognized for his unique contributions as a leader in the sports community. The scholarship goes to Lev Fishman. Let me finish. Lev contributed it to the basketball community, including BC wheelchair basketball, and he plays in a basketball team. Congratulations. Now the announcement. It is my privilege to witness the graduates' academic journey firsthand. Your journeys are inspiring, marked with hard work, growth, and perseverance. This year, the graduates received 92 acceptances into 26 prestigious universities all over the world. 40% got into the top 3 universities in Canada, like UBC, U of T, and McGill. To be honest, I couldn't keep track. As we're speaking, there's emails. I'm getting notifications with these scholarships and acceptances. It's really exciting, and I'm super proud of our graduates. Today is a day to celebrate our milestones together. As graduates, you pass the high school milestone. You also have received collectively scholarships with a total of 951,750, which is record-breaking amount for Alexander Academy. Because of you guys, Alexander Academy, the school, has reached this milestone. I just want to tell you, your success is a testament to your dedication, but not just the personal victory. They reflect the work of a network of unwavering support from your families, encouragement and inspirations from staff and teachers, and it's a collective celebration of what we can achieve together, when we work together, when we believe in each other. Thank you, and once again, congratulations to the class of 2024. Now, please enjoy a video prepared by the students.
you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. 'Cause you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. 'Cause you light up the path. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. 'Cause in the sky, 'cause in the sky full of stars, I think I saw you. Cause you're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms. Cause you get lighter the more it gets dark. I'm gonna give you my heart. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. 'Cause in the sky full of stars, I think I see
Now, our next speaker is the valedictorian of class 2024. Please give a round of applause for Jack Lai.
Growth and adaptation are the topic I'm going to talk about tonight. But before I start, I would like to do a quick introduction about myself. My name is Jack, the valedictorian of Alexander Academy 2024. Good evening to all honorable guests, to all teachers, parents, members of the board, and fellow graduates. Thank you for coming here tonight. I need to thank especially towards the parents. Thank you for supporting your children throughout their journey, helping and guiding them through some challenges. And most importantly, I need to thank my own parents who supported me throughout my whole life. Alexandrian, my friends, we made a huge step by finishing high school and heading towards adulthood. I know you're probably worrying about university, worrying about your capstone presentation next week. Or you might be feeling this is just the other day. Nothing really special about it. But I want to point out that tonight, this is special. It is a chapter we have finished, a milestone we have finished as a teenager, and we are going to start a new one called adulthood. You can stress about the finals, the assignments next week or maybe next year, but we will never be in this room again. So let's take this moment to celebrate and enjoy this evening with our beloved friends and families. Let me tell you a story about young Jack. When I was young, I wanted to run my own business. I learned about finance because I thought it's going to be cool. I did that for 2 years, and I can tell you that's definitely not the way to be a cool kid. I was the weirdest kid, sitting at the corner of my class, 24/7, reading those charts, reports, and I had no common topic with my friends. I felt lonely, and now when I look back, I traded my childhood friendship with those experiences, and I regret it. So that's why I made a change. I no longer live inside the bubble to try to be cool. I grow from it. I try to connect with people around me, and fortunately, I made it. I have friends till this day who support and care about myself. But then, after all those good days, I come to Vancouver, like many of you. We started from 0. We moved to Vancouver, we come to Alexander Academy. I bet many of you feel like Alexander Academy is kind of small compared to your home country. It's like a to the center, in my opinion. But there's something different. There's something different where I can connect with people that I could never imagine. I met people, students from 22 different countries. Some of them, and many of us, this is our people outside our. And what's even crazier is we make friends with them. We make friends with different background, with different ideology, and we connect to each other and try to build a new value together. Do you remember the Multicultural Festival? We were sharing food, history, festivals, and for many of us, we share tiny bits of our language towards each other, especially those words, you know it? We always love sharing those words, and it's surprisingly how much fun and how easy it is to connect to each other. And I have a list of those words. I remember last year, the field trip to Sasamat Lake. That's where I met Paul. Back then, he had an interesting hairstyle. And we have so much fun together. And even some of us fell into the water, fell into the lake. And throughout the time in Alexander Academy, I met people who have so many different characteristics. Like Jiayin, the perfectionist, having 2 awards, Paul, the academic guy, Qi and Lin and Qi, I still mess the name up. For us, Moin, the gym bros, and the hackathon. That actually hurts me a bit when I mention hackathon, because I thought I'm going to win, but turns out I lost terribly. But these stories are something special in our life. And we learn so much out of it, and we met people we couldn't ever imagine. And then we start applying to college, preparing our next chapter in our life. Do you remember the night where we are working on our personal statement? We are submitting the application at 11:59 like our homework. I still remember I had a long session with Aga, with Ms. Guan, working on our UBC application and fighting for our final chance to get into a university. And shout out to Aga's opening, it's so good that I actually borrowed his. But then after those challenging nights, after those fighting, it comes to 4 months of silence. That's the most challenging time that I've experienced it. And I bet many of you feel the same too. Especially when I heard Jiayin got into a university in October. She received an offer in October and even got a scholarship. I still haven't checked out the application portal yet. I didn't even draft anything. Will I be left behind? I started having those identity crises and so much doubt. The 4 months of silence is such a terrible thing when I keep listening to my friends having those offers. Until that day, I received my first offer from Western. I jumped up in the class and shouted to my friends, I made it. I know I have somewhere to go for my university. And offers slowly came out. I no longer have those identity crises. But I know it's going to be a change again, a big one. We will be heading to university, colleges. Some of us might even work right away. But no matter what's happened next, it's going to be a big change. There's doubt, there's struggle, kind of comes with you, especially those lonely silence nights. And there's not much thing you can do because sometimes it's out of your control. But I'm sure in new environment, you will grow from it. You will adapt to the environment, and heading toward university, you will adapt to the fact that no one forces you to do homework. No one forces you to think about your career. And we have to adapt the world that is a lot quicker and have a lot less empathy towards you. College is around the corner away, and it's finally time to say goodbye to high school. And what comes next is our bridging chapter. In order to recognize this change, to recognize that we finally finish high school, I invite you to hold out your hand, pretend you're holding a glass, and pretend to cheer to the person on your right, on your left, and tell them, Alexandrian, I'm so proud of you. But before I end the speech, our grad year is almost done. Such a weird thing to say. We are living in an amazing and interesting time. Do you remember 4 years ago we were still dealing with COVID? We thought it's going to be the end of the world. We were having online classes. The loneliness we all experiences through those times is unimaginable. But we recovered from it, and we built even stronger connection because we know how valuable it is. And we are facing even bigger challenges in the future. Polarization, geopolitics, artificial intelligence, even more. It feels pretty difficult, right? But think about it. 20 years later, you'll be the one who drafts those policies. You will be the one who building a product. You'll be the one who shaped the world as you want it to be. And we have something more than ourselves. So that's why, in order to create impact together, in order to shape the world a better place it is, we need to stay together. We need to keep this community tight so we can change the world together and build the world better. Alexandrian, keep going, keep growing, and keep adapting. Thank you.
Thank you to our valedictorian, Jack. We've come to that part of the evening where we're going to see high schoolers transition into what comes next. We are going to be handing out our diplomas. But before I invite our head of school and head teacher on stage, I would ask for the audience to refrain from clapping till the end. But without further ado, Mr. Nigel Austin and Mr. Spencer Todd, can I please welcome you to the stage as we begin to present diplomas to our graduates. Up first, we have none other than Aga Mo Bang. Aga's favorite memories from Alexander were the seasonal festivals. Aga will be attending UBC, where he'll enroll in engineering, where he hopes to become a mechanical engineer. He hopes to develop prosthetics. He would like to thank Ms. Swain for her support. Amar Beti Arab Amar Ali. Amirali's favorite memory at Alexander Academy was his time in Mr. Spencer's class. Amirali will be attending Douglas College for architecture. He is proud of himself for getting through, and he would like to thank his parents, his teachers, and especially his grandmother. Baba Amadi, Karen. Karen's favorite memories from Alexander Academy was a school-wide trip to Playland. In the fall, he will be studying health science at Langara as a pharmacist or an ophthalmologist. Karen would like thank his family, Mr. Elbardi, Ms. Swain, and his incredibly special someone, Michelle Ortega. Bayanbat Chingun, Czech. Czech enjoyed his time as a member of the football club. He will be attending Alexander College, where he will study computer science. In the future, he would like to travel the world. Lastly, Czech would like to thank his parents. Bessa Costa, Anna Erica. Anna. Anna's favorite memories at Alexander Academy are too many to count. She plans to go back to Brazil to study psychology with the goal of becoming a psychologist. Anna would like to thank her mom and her sister for the support they gave her every day. She loves both with all of her heart. Jonah. Jonah's favorite memories are friends and field trips. Jonah will be attending Fraser International College and transfer to Simon Fraser, where he will study engineering. Jonah would like to become a mechatronic engineer. He'd like to thank his family and his friends for supporting him. Caraccio, Arsi, Mariana, Mara. When it comes to her time at Alexander, Mara has too many good memories to count, but she will always remember Mr. Spencer's entrepreneurship class. In the fall, Mara will be attending the University of Toronto, where she'll study business management. Mara would like to thank her parents and her fellow students for all the knowledge they gave her. Cornetti Bichels, Maria Eduarda. Maria. Maria will be attending university in the United States, where she will study international relations. Maria aims to become an international lawyer. She would like to thank Miss Machado for her patience and kindness, and Mr. Todd. Korea, Ishikawa, Isabella, May. May's best memories from the academy include time spent with friends, conversation with teachers, and many field trips. May will be going to UBC, where she'll study in the arts program. She aims to become an illustrator. She would like to thank her mother and father, who have always been there for her. Dirama, Sebastian Bernardi, Seb. Seb will fondly remember being part of the Dungeons and Dragons Club and the field trip to the Canucks game. When it comes to what he will be doing in the future, Seb is keeping his options open. He'd like to thank all of his teachers, his friends, his families, and the other classmates. Seb. Deganzade Bafki Moin. Moin will fondly remember going on school field trips and all the lunches he spent talking with Mr. Garcia. Moin will be attending Alexander College, where he will study business. Moin wants to own his own business one day, and he'd like to thank his teachers, especially Mr. Garcia and Mr. Albabardi. Enk Buram Badrun. Badrun's favorite memories from the academy come from the day he spent at the Richmond Oval. He'll be attending Vancouver Community College to pursue a degree in dental technology, and he hopes to pursue a career in dentistry. Badrun would especially like to thank his parents and his sisters.
Islami Sogand. Sogand has fond memories of hanging out in Miss Trainer's class and attending all the school events at Alexander. Sogand is currently considering her options, but is eager to pursue a career as a graphic designer and tattoo artist. She would like to thank Miss Spencer and Miss Trainer. Fishman Lev. Lev's favorite memories from Alexander are getting to hang out with his friends and meeting new people. Lev will be pursuing a political science degree at McGill University, where he hopes to become a diplomat or a lawyer. Lev would like to thank his mother, father, Oma, Miss Guan, Mr. Austin, and all the teachers at Alexander Academy. Garcia Calzado, Victor Alfonso. Victor. Victor will always remember the art fair at Alexander. In the fall, he will be attending Alexander College, where he will be pursuing a degree in music. Victor would like to thank his whole family, including his mom, dad, sister, little brother, and best friend, Andrew. Han Tet Tu, Holton. Holton will always remember the Winter Festival and the PNE. Holton will be attending Simon Fraser University to study engineering. He would like to thank Miss Guan, Mr. Todd, Mr. Garcia, and Miss Chen. Im Yeonwoo, Morgan. Morgan's best memory from Alexander was dancing on stage with her friends while DJing at the Spring Festival. Morgan will be going to Simon Fraser University, where she will study business. Morgan would like to give a thanks to her family, her friends, who cheered her on and provided her with support. Jafari Yi, Bahram. Bahram's favorite memory from Alexander are his interactions with all the nice teachers. Bahram is currently considering going into business marketing at Capilano University. He would like to give a special thanks to Mr. Todd. Kaun Pe2, Kelvin. Kelvin's favorite memories are of hanging out with his friends during robotics and riding the roller coaster at Playland. Kelvin will go to Simon Fraser or the UVIC, where he will study mechatronics engineering. Kelvin would like to give a thanks to his parents, his uncle, auntie, cousins, and close friends. Coyote Mutlag, Faraz. Faraz's favorite memory is hanging out with his friends. Faraz is amazed to think how much growth and development he has experienced over the last 3 years. Faraz will be attending Alexander College, where he will be studying international transportation and logistics. He would especially like to thank his father, Majid. Kudi Marad. Marad has too many good memories to choose from. In the fall, he will be attending Fraser International College for criminology. Marad aims to become a member of the West Vancouver Police Force. He would like to thank his parents, sister, friends, and teachers for all their support. Kim Sunen Igor. Igor will always remember the school's seasonal festivals and the school-wide field trip to Playland. Igor will be going to the BCIT, where he will study applied computer concepts and computer science. Igor hopes to create a career for himself in computer system management. He wants to give a special thanks to his parents for believing in him and the teachers who helped him on his way. Kim Yong-wook, Sonsu. Sonsu's best memory from Alexander is from the school's Halloween. Sonsu will be enrolling in Vancouver's Community College's Culinary Arts program, where he will complete his chef's training. Sonsu would like to give a big thanks to everyone at the Academy, especially to his mom also. Lai Chak Kwan, Jack. Jack has fond memories of interacting with teachers. Jack will attend the University of Toronto to pursue a degree in management, international business. Jack would like to delve into venture capital, private equities, or create his own. He would like to give all her patience and support.
Up next, we have Li Zhengyu, Alex. Alex will always remember the activities he participated in while at Alexander. Alex will be attending the University of British Columbia, where he will study arts and economics. He would like to thank all of his teachers, friends, and fellow Alexandrians. Li Yiru, Lily Rose. Lily Rose's favorite memories at Alexander Academy come from the friendship she has formed. She plans to study arts at UBC, aiming for a career in media. Lily Rose would like to thank herself, her parents, and her friends for all of their support. Li Yiming. Yiming fondly remembers the hours she spent in Miss Trainer's in textiles class. In the future, she would like to study secondary institution. She would like to thank Miss Guan, Miss Trainer, Mr. Garcia, and her parents, especially her cat. Liang Jinming, Marshall. Marshall has strong memories of the days he spent at Playland with friends. Marshall will be going to the University of Toronto, where he will study economics to pursue his dream of becoming a financial analyst. Marshall would like to give a big shout out to Miss Guan. Liang Jinhao, Truman. Truman's most unforgettable memory is when he and his friends helped at the shoreline cleanup at Kitts Beach. Truman will be attending Ontario College of Arts and Design, where he will be part of their design program. He aspires to become an interior designer. He'd like to say a big thank you to his parents. Lin Jian. Jian has many great memories from the school trip to Sassamat Lake. In the fall, she will go to UBC, where she will study biology, psychiatry, and neuroscience, as she pursues a career as a psychiatric life science researcher. Jian would like to thank her parents for all their love and support. Liu Yihe. Yihe remembers all the good times while he studied at Alexander Academy. In the future, Yihe will be attending Simon Fraser University, where he will study economics. He is keeping his option open when it comes to his career choices, but he will enjoy every minute of it. He would like to thank all of his teachers and his friends. Emma Losch. Emma's fondest memories are of her adventures during her gap year and getting to wear her hoodie on Alexander Academy's pajama day. Emma will be attending Capilano University for psychology. She would like to thank her parents, her teachers, and her best friend, Sierra. Ma Haodong, Bruce. Bruce's best memories from Alexander come from the time spent at the Richmond Olympic Oval, playing with friends. Bruce will be attending university in Miami to study economics. He would like to pursue a career in entrepreneurship. He would like to thank family, friends, and his teachers. Ma, Chloe. Chloe will always remember Student Orientation Day, where she met her fellow students and teachers. Chloe will attend the University of Calgary, where she will study medicine or nursing. She aspires to become a surgical nurse or doctor. Chloe would like to thank her family, her friends, herself, and everyone who is helping her to achieve great things. Mahmoudi, Artemis. Artemis's favorite memories from Alexander are meeting people from different cultural backgrounds and making good friends. Artemis is headed to BCIT, where she will study business. She would like to thank her uncle, Eshan, and his wife, Miriam, for helping her along the way. Min Hein Kant. Justin. Justin will always remember the time he spent hanging out with friends and going on field trips. Justin will be studying mechatronics at Simon Fraser University and aims to become an engineer. He would like to thank the teachers and staff at Alexander Academy.
Mutaga Lyell. Lyell's favorite memory at Alexander was the time he spent at Playland with friends. Lyell will be attending the Wilfrid Laurier University, where he will study computer science with a focus on cybersecurity. In the future, he would like to become an architectural engineer. Lyell would like to give a special thank you to his parents for being there with him every step of the way. Nei Chi Mutset, Michelle. Michelle's fondest memory from Alexander is the wild water slide at Playland. Michelle will be going to the Simon Fraser University, where she will study philosophy and law. In the future, Michelle would like to become a lawyer. She would like to give a special shout out to her friend Kayla for being there for her. Nurani Mohammed Amin, Suhail. Suhail's favorite memory from Alexander was the Kitsilano field trip and sports day. Suhail will be going to the Capilano University, where he will study biology. Suhail wants to pursue a career in sports coaching and fitness training. He would like to give a thank you to Mr. Todd, Ms. Trainer, Mr. Garcia, and Mr. Spencer. Oliviera Campos, Luisa Caroline. Luisa has great memories from the Winter Festival and Playland. In the fall, she will be attending the Douglas College, where she will be pursuing a degree in business law, as she would like to become an attorney. Luisa would like to give a thank you to Mr. Todd and Mr. Spencer. Ortega Ramirez, Michelle. Michelle's best memory of going to the Playland and hanging out with her friends. Michelle will be going to the Vancouver Film School, where she will study film production to help become a cinema director. Michelle would like to thank her family and Karen for all their support. Parasai, Puya, Charlie. Charlie remembers going to the Victoria field trip, and the scenery from the ferry. He would be going to the University of Waterloo to study aviation and will one day become a commercial airline pilot. He would like to give a big thanks to his dad. Piu Tiri Mo. Piu. Piu enjoyed every moment, from the seasonal festivals, multicultural fair, and field trips to getting stuck in the elevator. Piu will be going to the University of British Columbia, where she will pursue a degree in engineering. In the future, she would like to become a civil or an aerospace engineer. Piu would like to give a thanks to her teachers, friends, and family. Koreafar Armita. Armita describes her time at Alexander Academy as being like Christmas. Armita will attend the UBC or Capilano University to pursue an engineering degree to become a civil engineer. She would like to give a thank you to her parents, her uncle, Mr. Garcia, Ms. Trainer, Mr. Spencer, and Mr. Todd. Pie Kin, Audrey. Audrey's favorite memory from Alexander was the Winter Festival. Audrey will be going to the Simon Fraser University, where she will enroll in business. In the future, Audrey would pursue business or get into real estate. She would like to give a thank you to Mr. Todd, Mr. Spencer, and Ms. Guan. Romero Ballesteros, Rafael. Rafael remembers that one day he got stuck in the elevator and the hours he spent rocking with the butter knives. Rafael will attend the Universidad Anahuac Mayab for biochemical engineering. Rafael will give a special thank you to his biology and physics teachers. Ruiz Clemente, Gaspar. Gaspar is not present here today, but he is online and he is graduating. Gaspar's favorite memory of Alexander was getting his opportunity to hang out with his friends. Gaspar will be going to the university for business and wants to become an entrepreneur. Gaspar is keeping his options open, but he would like to thank all the teachers for the hours they put in and help they provided. Sashihara Shun. Shun had a wonderful time at the Richmond Oval. Shun will be going to the University of British Columbia Okanagan campus to study business. Shun wants to become a consultant. He would like to give a special thank you to his parents and everyone who made the last year so memorable.
Shabani Salami Hosna. Hosna is thankful for all of the experiences she gained this term. Hosna will be going to UBC, where she will study neuroscience. Hosna is keeping her options open. She would like to thank her parents, Mr. Garcia, Mr. Spencer, but especially her aunt and uncle, Shotlin and Amir, for their support. Sot Erdum. Ikalimbelik, Henry. Henry's favorite memory at Alexander Academy is visiting Playland. He plans to study medicine, although he hasn't decided on a university. He hopes to become a surgeon in the future. He would like to thank his family, friends, and teachers for their support. Swan Mayint Mayat. Swan's best memories of Alexander Academy come from all the field trips. Swan will be attending Simon Fraser University, where he will pursue a degree in business. In the future, he would like to become an entrepreneur. He would especially like to thank his teachers and Mr. Todd. Terameshlu Roshina. Rosina is unable to attend today, but if she is online, a big shout out. Regina has fond memories of Halloween, where she and her friends dressed up, participated in, and won many of the activities. Regina will be attending Capellan University, where she'll study dentistry. She would like to thank all of her teachers, and especially Miss Swain, for her support. Thanthar Nelwin U. Valentina. Valen. Valen's favorite memories at Alexander Academy are going on field trips. She plans to study 3D animation at BCIT, aiming for a career in animation. Valen would like to thank her friends for helping her practice her English and her teachers for helping her. Suji Ryota. Ryota fondly remembers field trips spent with friends. He wants to study economics at a university in Canada. In the future, he wants to work in economics. He would like to thank Miss Guan and Miss Chen. Unabu Shenman. Shenman's favorite memories at Alexander Academy include after-school futsal and time spent in the Richmond Oval. He plans to study business and finance at Langara. He has aspirations of becoming a professional footballer. Shenman would like to thank his teachers and his peers for all of their support. Wang Ximin Eric. Eric's favorite memories at Alexander Academy are participating in the hackathon and the winter celebration. He plans to study science at UBC to pursue a career in programming to become a software engineer. Eric would like to thank the staff, his teachers, and his friends for all of their support in helping him get through. Wang Lin. Lin's favorite memory at Alexander Academy is spending time at the Olympic Oval. He plans to study kinesiology at Alexander College and then transfer to UBC, aiming for a career related to sports. Lin would like to thank his parents and the teachers at Alexander Academy for their support and their guidance. Wang Chi. Chi's fondest memories from the school were in organizing the multicultural fair and the Chinese booth with her friend Ashley. Chi will be attending University of Waterloo to study science and aviation. Her goal is to become a civilian pilot. She wants to thank her teachers, her parents, and her friends. Wang Zichen. Edward. Edward cherishes his memories with teachers and friends at Alexander Academy. He plans to study communication and social studies, though he is still awaiting offers from other universities. His future career path is undecided, as he believes that plans often change. Edward would like to thank his family and himself. Yi Mon Thu, Kayla. Of all her memories from Alexander Academy, Kayla will remember her friendship more than anything else. Kayla will be going to UBC, where she will follow her passions in the arts. In the future, she would like to pursue a career in media. Kayla would like to thank her parents, friends, and also herself.
Yu Huizi, Echo. Echo's best memories from Alexander Academy are Mr. Lappen and his classes. Echo will continue pursuing her interest in social science at the University of Toronto. She would like to give a special thank you to her family and everyone who helped her. Zhang Meixi, Paul. Paul's best memory from Alexander Academy is the Spring Festival. Paul will be studying health science at Queen's University with the goal of becoming a doctor. Paul gives special thanks to Miss Swain, his parents, and especially his mom for her guidance and support. Zhao Chuyuan, Sophia. Sophia will always remember chatting with her teachers as well as being a member of the badminton and dance clubs. Sophia will be enrolling in the university transfer program where she will study chemistry. In the future, she aims to become a pharmacist. Sophia would like to thank her mom and aunt for all their support.
Guests, board members, teachers, I give you the graduating class of 2024. Please rise. Mr. Austin and Mr. Todd, can you please lead our grads from the hall?
Now we have some time for the grads to take pictures with their friends and their families. A reminder to the grads, you need to be back in this building by 7:05. And a quick reminder, only the grads and their guests will be able to attend the prom. So that concludes our ceremony. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant evening.